The latest on the search for Brian Laundrie, how the FBI is asking you to help.
Plus, a local organization that's been helping those in Muncie is closing its doors. Why in moments.
Plenty of rain for your first day of fall. Make sure you stay tuned for my full forecast and when you can expect to see all that rain move out of the area.
Delaware County's only live television newscast from Ball State University's Unified Media Newsroom. You're watching NewsLink Indiana.
Good evening and thanks for being with us. I'm Emily Harless.
And I'm Rebecca Rosado. A local organization in Muncie is coming to a close.
NewsLink Indiana's Tara Konieczny live with us tonight to see how this is impacting the community. Tara?
Good evening, guys. Bridges Community Services, an organization in Muncie that provides services to people in need, released a post saying that they are shutting their doors. To be transparent, the post reads, "There isn't any money or funding to keep Bridges going. There's no money to pay incoming bills or payroll." This post left the community shocked and worried about the future for people needing Bridges services.
Why have we not heard anything about this sooner?
This is the question a lot of community members have as their concerns grow over Bridges closing. The chair of Bridges Board of Directors, Julie Mason, says that they are just as upset as the public.
Really, our hearts are very saddened about, the overall decision that the board had to make.
Although the city of Muncie put out a press release last week stating that other Muncie organizations will take over the care Bridges provided, some community members feel that those organizations won't be able to take on the burden.
Now they're going to take over the brunt of what Bridges is leaving behind. There's no way that's going to happen.
I'm scared that, they're not really going to be able to take on any more than what they're already doing.
Bridges, however, says that everything should transition smoothly to the other organizations.
The process should be seamless and transparent to the customer, and that's the most important thing.
Now, NewsLink Indiana attended a private press conference on Monday with the city of Muncie and Bridges to discuss the closing. A few important points we got. Bridges will officially be closing September 28th. The Muncie Mission, A Better Way, and the YWCA of Muncie will be dividing up and taking over the services that were originally provided by Bridges. The hub, located on 318 West 8th Street, will continue to stay open under the Muncie Mission's care. They will provide shower and laundry services. Now, guys, representatives from Bridges also stressed again that they want this to be a smooth and seamless transition for the community and that they ultimately had to close due to financial reasons.
Yeah, very unfortunate. Thank you, Tara.
Thank you. Governor Eric Holcomb was in Muncie today. He joined Mayor Dan Ridenhour to break ground on the can pack facility in Delaware County. The can pack facility is an aluminum beverage can manufacturing plant that is getting an 800 square foot facility. This is the second can pack facility built and will bring over 300 jobs to the area.
Nothing is more special than being able to announce formally with the local leaders that were so instrumental in bringing hundreds and hundreds of good career opportunities for residents of Delaware County and Muncie.
The Muncie Arts and Culture Council is making the city pop with their Box Artist program. NewsLink Indiana's Grace Minkowski caught up with the council to learn more about the traffic control boxes that were painted this summer.
A variety of colors, shapes, and details can be found on traffic control boxes all around town, thanks to Muncie Arts and Culture Council's Box program. It was presented to the board in 2018. What started as a pilot box on High and Charles Street has now turned into around 70 painted traffic control boxes in and around Muncie. This is according to the council's executive director, Aaron Williams.
It's actually one of the most popular programs that we have, and it's one of our most visible, so we're really excited.
Artists from the area can apply to become a Box artist and use acrylic paints to bring their vision to life within the community.
Muncie's kind of a slow-moving place sometimes, but the art community here has always been really vibrant, and it brings a lot of really interesting dialogue and conversation, new topics, and beautiful work to Muncie.
Box artist Danielle Phelps shared her passion for art with her box titled Love is a Journey.
It just made me kind of think about everybody's journey is different and how to really kind of accept that and be open to it.
Phelps decorated the box with pipes running toward and around a heart, showcasing the detours as well as the ups and downs that people face in their own love journeys.
I think people can kind of appreciate and hopefully when they look at it, they can think about what their journey has been to.
Ball State sophomore Chloe Weaver took up the opportunity this July. Weaver wanted to take a dive with her box aquarium.
Also visually, I wanted to just make it pop. Made the fish really big so you can see it when you're driving past, and then I just try to make it as colorful as possible.
Artists like Weaver are happy to bring a splash of color to Muncie.
If I can make someone's day, that's all that's worth it.
In Muncie, Grace Benkowski, NewsLink, Indiana.
To learn more about Danielle and Chloe's boxes, visit munciearts.org/boxbox. And you know, I love to drive around the city and have my windows down, you know, look at this art on the side of the road. Not a lot of windows down today.
No, especially not with that frigid rain today. That was ridiculous.
I pull out the sweaters, but it is the first day of fall, so
I know I
guess it's fitting. Adam, is this going to continue?
And nothing says first day of fall like rain all day and cooler temperatures. I am still tracking some rain around the area. A lot of it's pushing out, but we are still seeing some heavier showers for parts of Muncie as well as central Indiana. Now, today, high of 59 degrees. Our average is 74, so we're down just a little bit from where we normally sit. And current temperature around Muncie right now, it's 54 here in Muncie, 52 up into Fort Wayne, 56 into Indianapolis, and 55 down into Bloomington. Make sure you stay tuned for later for my full forecast and when you can expect to see all that rain move out of the area.
All right, Adam, thank you. The search for Gabby Petito's fiance, Brian Laundrie, continues in Florida's Carlton Nature Reserve. The FBI is asking for the public's help finding him. Petito's remains were found Sunday in Wyoming's Bridger-Teton National Forest. The coroner made an initial determination that she died by homicide. There is also a new tip about Laundrie's movements before he returned to Florida. Miranda Baker said she and her boyfriend gave Laundrie a ride in Wyoming. He claimed he was camping by himself for multiple days while Petito was back at their van working on social media posts. She said they picked up Laundrie while he was hitchhiking near where Petito's remains were later found.
The House passed a bill to prevent a government shutdown at the end of the month. The government funding is set to expire September 30th. The stopgap bill would extend funding and keep the government open through December 30th. It also includes a debt limit suspension through December 16th of next year. The vote also sets up a showdown with Republicans who insist Democrats should act alone to help the debt crisis. The measure now faces an uphill battle in the Senate, where it's unlikely to pass.
We have an update on the recent images of law enforcement officers on horseback using aggressive tactics against migrants that sparked controversy. Thousands of migrants are living at a temporary site under the Del Rio International Bridge in Texas as they wait to be processed by U.S. immigration authorities. Videos show officers on horseback swinging long reins near them. In one video, a horse nearly charges into a migrant who falls back into the water. The Department of Homeland Security is investigating the incident. Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas has condemned the tactics.
I do want to address the images that emanated from Del Rio, Texas over the last several days, and correctly and necessarily were met with our nation's horror.
Mayorkas says those under investigation are currently on administrative duties and are not interacting with other migrants. Meanwhile, over 8,600 migrants are estimated to remain at the Del Rio Bridge. Mayorkas says the Biden administration hopes to clear out the camp within the next 10 days.
33 major U.S. companies are stepping up to help Afghan refugees. They have joined Tent Partnership for Refugees, an organization founded by Chobani's CEO. Amazon, Facebook, Pfizer, Tyson Foods, Uber, and UPS are among the companies that have promised to hire and train Afghans settling in the U.S. Amazon says it will hire refugees in its warehouses and transportation centers with a starting wage of over $18 an hour. It will also pay for training and education programs. Now, the CDC has the latest forecast for COVID, what it is next.
Plus, the latest on Apple's newest software, how it could help you after the break.
Riding the bus is an easy thing to do. Last year, we carried 60,000 riders from the Ball State area. 50,000 of those were students. Anywhere you want to go, Mitts will take you there.
So, I just moved in with his family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that! That's disgusting! Oh, poop already! You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
Welcome back. The FDA has approved emergency use authorization of Pfizer's booster for people 65 and older, along with people at high risk of severe COVID-19.
Moderna has submitted its booster data, and Johnson & Johnson is expected to do the same after announcing that a second dose of the vaccine provides 94% protection. These boosters cannot move forward until the FDA does, but the CDC's vaccine advisors are pressing ahead with a 2-day meeting on the matter.
We're living in a world right now of what I call corrected science. You know, we learn, we apply it, then we learn again.
Health experts say they expect the FDA to make a decision on boosters for the general population in the coming weeks.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention is forecasting new hospitalizations will go down over the next 4 weeks. This is the second straight week CDC officials have predicted a decrease. The latest forecast says there will be between 4,600 to nearly 12,000 new COVID-19 hospitalizations for the week, reported October 18th. Last month, there were over 89,000 people hospitalized with the virus, according to the Department of Health and Human Services.
New research shows regular COVID-19 testing in schools catch more cases than only testing people with symptoms. The findings were published Wednesday in a journal, JAMA Network Open. It found that conventional COVID-19 reporting methods fail to identify 9 in 10 cases among students and 7 in 10 cases among staff, and that COVID-19 was detected in wastewater samples from schools. Last month, United Airlines announced all 67,000 of its employees had to get vaccinated. Now, the company reports that 97% have been vaccinated. They have until Monday to upload information about their first shot. A spokesperson says a few workers have been asked for an exemption. No other major carriers followed suit, although some did hint that additional guidance is expected.
Apple is working on software that could screen for signs of depression and other mental health conditions. The company is developing an algorithm that looks at users' health information, such as physical activity levels, sleep patterns, and mobility. This is part of a joint effort between Apple, UCLA, and a biotechnology company called Biogen. They are studying anxiety, depression, and stress as it relates to cognitive impairment. Eventually, Apple is planning to develop an app for early detection of these conditions. Now, it was looking gloomy and gray outside today. I'm scared that that's going to continue.
Yeah, it's going to continue tonight, but over the next couple days, expect rain to move away. My full forecast coming up after the break.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think it's just vapor with flavor.
It won't hurt my kid like cigarettes, right?
Vaping is safer than smoking, isn't it?
There's really not even that much nicotine in them, right?
My kid?
My kid
knows it's dangerous.
Get your head out of the cloud.
Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping, maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
Emotes say a lot, but they can't say it all. Think your guildmate is struggling? Try these dialogue options. Go beyond emotes. Check in with your guildmates at seizetheawkward.org.
Every day,
Millions of people are connecting
and even though we're overcoming obstacles,
watching each other's backs,
and banding together.
we should still make an effort.
We should still make an
to
effort
get to know each other.
on a deeper level. Father,
Cosplayer,
mentor.
actor.
It's time we take a step forward
It's time we take a step forward.
Come together
and discover
How accepting our differences
can make us stronger.
Well,
Welcome back.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it is. I'm excited for fall. Don't get me wrong. We were just talking. I know you have some fuzzy socks on.
I know,
that you got
I
from
do.
Target. We were just talking about the fall season and how we're excited for it, but it's been a little rainy.
It has. It's been very rainy. So let's see what's going on.
Yeah, Adam, what do you got?
Temperature-wise, it was a perfect day for those fuzzy socks, but not rain-wise. We saw over 1.5 inches of rain here in Muncie, which actually set today's record. I'm still tracking a couple of rain showers pushing through the area. Most of those have moved out of the area, and we'll begin to see those move out tomorrow morning. But just to get an understanding of how much rain we actually got, we had over 1.5 inches. If we were in the middle of winter, that would be over a foot of snow. Let that sink in. That's how much precipitation we got. Now, I did get some reports of some water leaks here in Muncie. Some of my friends had some leaks in their apartments as well as their houses, as well as some local flooding out by the tennis court parking lot out by West Quad, Cooper, and Ball Gym. So if you tend to park in that parking lot, you might want to find a new spot, especially on days where we're seeing a lot of rain, as well as cooler temperatures. Now, we also, thanks to all that rain, we do have a flood warning in effect from Indianapolis up to Anderson for right along the White River, as well as a flood watch for parts of Blackford County, as well as into Jay County. Now, that watch is extended up into parts of Fort Wayne, as well as over into Ohio for parts of Findlay and Toledo. Now, not only did that system bring us a lot of rain, it also brings us some pretty cooler temperatures, fall-like temperatures, perfect for fuzzy socks. It's currently 54 here in Muncie, 52 up into Fort Wayne, 56 into Indianapolis, 55 into Bloomington, and 56 over into Lafayette. But take a look at this temperature change. Over the past 24 hours, we saw temperatures yesterday sitting up at 79, even up into parts of the lower 80s across central Indiana. And now we're seeing temperatures down into the 50s. Expect to see those temperatures drop even more down into the 40s. But temperature changes around the area. A 17-degree temperature change here in Muncie, 12 up into Fort Wayne, and 17 down into Shelbyville. Those have actually dropped a little bit. We saw some temperature changes of up to 22 and even up to 23 degrees earlier. So expect to see those temperatures continue to drop throughout the evening. Tonight, getting down to 46, rain 100%. Expect to see that rain continue throughout the night and into tomorrow as well. Tomorrow, another chilly day to start today, 9 a.m., 48 degrees. So it's not a bad idea to start getting out your fall wardrobe and start incorporating some longer sleeve clothes, as well as grab a jacket and an umbrella as you head out the door. Tomorrow, 50 degrees by 1 p.m., shower starting to move out of the area, as well as 52 for your high temperature tomorrow at 4 p.m. Now, that's actually the coolest temperature for our high temperature that we've seen since back on May 11th with a high of 52. Taking a look at your 7-day forecast, rain continuing over the next couple of days with some sunshine returning on Friday, but I am tracking some more showers on Saturday. Most areas will remain dry, but some areas will see showers Saturday morning with sunshine on Sunday and a high temperature of 72 and 68 on Wednesday. So it's looking pretty nice.
Yeah, no,
once we get past that rain.
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. I was ready for summer to end. Was not ready for it to end that fast. But you did mention bringing out that fall wardrobe and stuff. That's, I think, what I'm most excited for.
Ready for that flannel.
I need to go out and get some of those fuzzy socks myself.
Go to Target and everything. Perfect.
Yep.
Well, thank you, Adam.
A new rule has resulted in big changes across the NCAA. Find out who were the athletes affected in a local football team took the field hoping to reverse their losing ways. Next in sports.
Here's your sandwich, miss.
Oh, thank you.
And your burger.
Awesome, thank you.
And your bowl of boiling water, sir.
After retiring from the NFL, I've been able to spend a lot more time coaching my daughter's basketball teams. It's something I love to do. Through our games and our tournaments, we see all types of coaching, good and bad. And it begs the question, do we really know who's coaching our kids? Do they have the proper training and screening it would take for me to be comfortable with my daughters playing for that coach? Our Youth Basketball Association made the decision to use trusted coaches to screen and train all of our coaches. I'm a trusted coach. Are you?
So if one cat has 4 kittens who reproduce every 6 months, how many cats will there be in 5 years? Who's got it? Is this... What is that? Seriously? Who threw that?
Cats are terrible at math, but they sure do multiply. Please spay, neuter, and adopt.
The solution is 10.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. I'm Brittany Slack with sports. As fall sports start up around college campuses, there will be quite a few familiar faces suiting up. A few of those faces will be those of the 5th-year student athletes. NewsLink Indiana's Philip Shorzay takes a look.
Thanks to an NCAA ruling last year, thousands of athletes across the country are returning to school this fall for another chance to compete. Because of seasons lost to COVID, the NCAA granted an extra year of eligibility to all student athletes. This meant that many senior athletes had a chance to return for one more year. For lineman Curtis Blackwell, it was an easy choice.
Then as we got to the end of the season, the talk was kind of going around a little bit like, who's planning on staying, who's planning on staying. As soon as we finished the season, everybody, that was the first thing we were talking about, and everybody just kind of started like, hey, like I'm coming back, you coming back. And as more and more guys kept saying they were going to come back, it pretty much turned into an entire group thing, and we hardly lost anybody.
While for soccer player Shelby Keene, it took a while longer.
I think it was more towards the end of the season when the coaches had told me about that. Even after that, it took a little bit to decide whether I wanted to or not.
And all of those athletes have one goal, no matter whether they play here at the Brighter Sports Complex or here in Schumann Stadium. That one goal, to win a MAC championship.
That's how we came up with our motto, run it back. Success felt great last year. We knew we had the pieces to do it again and an honest chance to do it again this year and run it back.
Ball State football is trying to replicate their success, while soccer is trying to finally achieve theirs.
Yeah, heck yeah. I think we're hungry. We obviously have a bad taste in our mouth from the spring, especially losing a Bowling Green, again, so we're ready again.
Different athletes, different reasons, brought together by one new rule. In Muncie, Philip Shorzay, NewsLink Indiana.
Blackwell and Keene are just 2 of dozens of Ball State athletes back for COVID year. Athletes from tennis to track are taking advantage of the new NCAA rule. Switching gears to Ball State's own backyard, Muncie Central hitting the field for their matchup under the lights. This past Friday, the Bearcats taking on the Indianapolis Arsenal Titans to get another victory in the win column. Muncie Central looking to start a win streak after taking down conference foe Richmond the weekend before 16-8. The Bearcats posting their highest score performance of the season so far with 28 points. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough as the Titans overpowered the Bearcats 28-56. The Muncie Central football team is now 1-4 on the season and are now preparing for their upcoming 4th straight conference match in West Lafayette, Indiana against the Harrison Raiders. Muncie Central looking to rewrite how this season has started for them and get back on track to winning ways. I'm definitely seeing, I would love to see Muncie Central come back with some wins, just seeing what the fans are even expecting from the team as well.
Right, and just football in general, glad to have it back. We have a game this weekend here.
Yes, it's Parents Weekend.
Yes.
It's so exciting. The first time really we've had parents and all students back on campus since 2019.
Yeah, and I'm a senior, so I'm definitely very much looking forward to it. So,
Same.
Yeah, all right, well, thank you, Brittany.
Thank you.
One New York man winning big. Find out how much.
Plus, twin sisters made the news. Find out what record they broke after the break.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No problem.
Just like the rules to surviving Zombieland, there are steps you can take to be prepared for an emergency.
It's the right thing to do.
Talk with your family to make a plan. Look for safe areas to meet up if separated. And stock up on supplies. It's never too early to get prepared, so start now.
Right now? Right now.
You can't predict emergencies, but you can be ready.
You're welcome, America.
Visit ready.gov today to learn more.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right. Because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome back. It's time for us to take a look at what's trending.
Joining us now is NewsLink Indiana's Lily Darland. Lily, what do you have for us today?
Good evening, guys. One very lucky New Yorker woke up a multi-millionaire and their life is about to change forever. A popular pizza spot in Midtown Manhattan sold the winning ticket worth an estimated $432 million or $314.4 million if they take the cash option. The jackpot had been growing since it was the last one in Illinois on June 8th. The win in New York is the second Mega Million jackpot this year. The second largest jackpot in Mega Million history was also awarded this year worth over $1 billion on January 22nd.
All right, thank you, Lily. And now we're going to take it to Adam with a final look at the weather.
Plenty of rain for the next couple of days, but expect to see sunshine and warming temperatures over the next couple of days for your weekend and early next week.
Well, that's all tonight for NewsLink Indiana. Be sure to join us again tomorrow night at 9, streaming live on the NewsLink Indiana Facebook page.
And don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Have a great night.